I reckon you've got a sneaking little ambition, which is always tied in with music. Because the first time I actually saw you was on Channel 4's The Tube when you were standing in for Paulie Yates. That's
right, poor Paulie Yates, Lord of mercy on her. But yeah, it's a long time ago, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not. I'm trying to make myself feel good. Oh, The Tube was fantastic, though, with Jules Holland.
Yeah, that's right. It broke new ground. You know, that's what I liked about it. But I was trained in television to be a TV presenter as Margot. And when I'd done The Tube was sort of the next step after that. But they took it out to a national audience.
Oh, you know, was just a brilliant programme. Some amazing acts that sort of broke their teeth on that show. Unbelievably. Paul Young and people like that. Just was tremendous.
Yeah.
And then you became the voice of the character Bixie in Weetabix.
She was a perpetual punk, that Bixie. Well, don't mind Weetabix, that's good for you.
Sorry, say that again?
Yeah. I don't mind Weetabix because it's good for you.
Well, this is true, yeah. Do you still have 3 every day?
And all that.
Do you still eat 3 every day?
No, not on 3 Weetabix a day. I am when I'm building houses.
Yeah. Then in '89, landed the part of Queenie in the BBC series Making.
Yeah, I love that.
That was set in Manchester, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was set up in Manchester. Had an amazing cast. You know, you had Keith Allen. Brilliant to work with because he's so naughty. And we all behaved ourselves because it was a big posse of women, you know.
Yeah.
And Keith kept us forever entertained. And Rachel Davis, superb actress, you know, done all of her adult life. And she teaches you things, and she taught me some things on it. And Melanie Kilburn, another one, superb. And Tracy Bennett. And there we were all up in Manchester. And my dad used to take me to work sometimes in the morning. And he'd motor me from Kirby all the way up to Staley Bridge. And he used to say the same thing every time when he took me to the door there. He'd go, I never thought I'd see a daughter of mine working in the mills. Because it was in the mills, you know, the old Lancashire mills, going right back to that Lowry feel. And I love that, and I love, like, our country's got so many different parts to it. It's only tiny, but the variation, you know, is unique. You know, and to be up there and in the mills, putting together a programme that broke new ground as well, because it was like a drama documentary, and you had New Order doing the music. And Manchester was going off at the same time. That's when it was Madchester. Well, we were all part of that.
I was going to say, that's when it was really, really... The Manchester scene was just beginning, wasn't it?
The frequency was really getting higher and improving there. And then all the creatives were at the best, you know, that energy that was produced. And then, you know, Tony Wilson, everyone looked up to him. He was brilliant, what he brought, what his mission was, you know. Yeah. And then Manchester still reverberates to that. And I've only heard the wrong word said about Manchester. I'm from Liverpool, as everyone knows, but it's always been good to me. Do you know what I mean, Liam? It's always give me a gig. Now and it's tough out there, you know, it's show business.
Yeah.
And it's hard and so competitive. And, you know, I was delighted they started my career off for me, was up in Manny. I was trained in Granada in 1978, and the funny thing is, the people who I worked with then, like the crew that I worked with then, you know, the guy who worked in props, well, he's now a head of programs in Granada. The girl who was a trainee makeup artist is now makeup designer there, and they're all the same age as me, 30 years on. And you come back to work with them all again, and you have also respect because you've all been through all kinds by then.
Yeah.
You know? And I knew all of the Corrie cast back to that time.
Fantastic.
You know, I already knew them back to 78. I probably done the head in 78.
Now, Making Out ran for 3 series, and there are rumours that it might come back. Can you?
Well, that's the first I've heard, lad.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's fresh news to me. But it'd be great if it did. It never got repeated, even.
No. It's one of those classic things, isn't it? Now, in 91, it was back to the presenting side, and the late-night ITV show, The Good Sex Guide. And that got, 13 million people for a show?
18 at one point.
Wow, that's fantastic, especially for a late-night TV show.
Yeah.
And that got you an award as well, didn't it?
Yeah, I won Presenter of the Year for that. That was, I was proud of that because, I've seen off stiff opposition, like Julia Somerville and, what's his name, the couple, Richard and Judy.
Yeah.
And it was another trophy for my mother to put in the kitchen on the Welsh dresser, wasn't it?
And that eventually got taken to a late night show, and Toyah Wilcox took over, didn't she?
Yeah, she took over then. She had to go of it. Didn't do a bad job of it, Toyah. She said, she's been in the game years and knows what she's doing.
And then also in 91, you did a bit of a singing thing with Half Man, Half Biscuit.
Yeah, No Regrets. Did you ever get to play it? Did you hear it?
I've heard it.
I'm singing in French.
Yeah.
And Half Man, Half Biscuit, honest to God, they're a lord unto themselves. They won't move their asses out of their connect for love and money. I'm not messing with you, Lee. They're not interested in fame at all. They're very healthy attitude.
The same year, you were playing a sexy female boxer?
What was I playing then?
In Blonde Fist, Ronnie O'Dowd.
Oh, right, yeah. Blonde Fist. That was when I got to be the big KO, the big knockout. It was my brother, Frank's directing debut. And I felt so tender towards him, because it's tough being the director. You've got to get all of it right. And watching my brother direct other people, that was great for me. And in the film, it's quite it's such a powerful movie because I'm boxing and I can't get it wrong because otherwise I've made a show of all women then.
Yeah.
It's like if you play cricket, you don't want to give them one of those bendy balls, do you?
No, you don't want to throw a curveball, no.
So I couldn't give a bendy punch, so I had to do it properly, and I was trained up by Kirby's champion, Paul Hodgkinson.
Wow.
He was the real champion, he was the flyweight champion, and he trained me up for it. But it was, talk about inspiring people. It inspired $1 million baby.
Yeah.
And that film took loads of licks out of Blonde Fist.
Yeah,
and
that's
it used to annoy me, reviewers, they weren't worth the salt because people would review that film and would never mention that it'd been done before. I was the first actress to box on screen, love. I'll have to sort it out, that one.
Too right.
I'm messing, Lee.